Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now the thumbnail says crochet side saddle. This is exactly what this is called. This is called a side saddle fan or shell, a side saddle shell, or you can call it a side saddle shell fan. You can call it a side saddle, anything you want. Now I've got a little bit of sunshine just beading in there through the window. It is quite sunny today, but it's still really cold. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to do this beautiful pattern. It is really easy. When I show you the stitch, I'm going to show you in a light colour like this. I've done this one in this Karen cake. I'm doing this one for my granddaughter Abby. It's beautiful. Now this is a cotton yarn. It is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a big 200-gram cake. That should be enough to make a little lap blanket to put in a Moses basket, across a wheelchair, across a carry chair for a child, over the car seat, even just as a pet blanket if you want it for that. It's a beautiful, beautiful stitch. Now you get nice straight edges, as you can see. I like the wavy bottom and I like the wavy top. Now this is a 2-row repeat. I'm saying it's a 2-row repeat, but in reality the pattern is the same. The only difference in these 2 rows is at the beginning. You'll start 1 row with a chain of 3 and 3 UK trebles. They're double crochets if you're in the USA. So the chain makes your 4th one. You'll do 3, that chain counts as 4. At the end of that row you'll put 4 in at the end. In between it's the saddle stitch. Row 2 and row 3 are the rows that you'll keep repeating. Now row 3 starts with a double crochet. Got the sun shining in this. It starts with, row 3 starts with a double crochet, and then you'll do your side saddle stitch all the way along and you'll end in a double crochet. That is the only difference from the 2 rows. The 2 rows you'll keep repeating is row 2 and row 3. The other row, row 1, is just the foundation row. So you'll keep repeating row 2 and row 3. And that start, the only difference, like I said, is one will start with a double crochet and the other one will start with a little treble fan. In between it's the saddle stitch. So that's the only difference in the 2 rows, is at the very beginning and at the end. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It works up beautiful in cotton yarn. You can make summer tops with this. You can use it in jumpers and cardigans, scarves, hats, anything you like. It's a Muttley just woke up shaking himself there. It's a beautiful texture stitch. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Sets of 6. Now you need an odd number of 6. An odd number. So you'll do your stitches in sets of 6 and do an odd number of them. And then you'll add 3 extra stitches at the end. You'll add 3 extra stitches. So I'm going to do my chain, and I'm going to do 5 sets of 6 to show you how to do this. So that's 1, 2. You can use any yarn and use the hook size it tells you on the label on the yarn that you've chosen. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's one set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 5 sets of 6 to show you how to do this. Now we're going to add 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now the first round, So the stitches we're going to use, I'll put the abbreviations underneath in the description. We're going to use UK treble crochets, UK double crochets, UK half treble crochets. So in the USA, that's a single crochet, a double crochet, and a half double crochet. It's the same stitches, we just call it different terms in the UK and Europe than from US and Canada and other places. So we're going to go into the fourth stitch, count 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now those 3 become your first treble crochet. So yarn over and into that fourth stitch, 1, 2, 3, into the fourth stitch, you're going to put 3 treble crochets. It's 1, 2 and 3. You're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and put a UK double into the next stitch. So skip 1, 2 and put a double crochet in here. If you're in the USA, that's a single crochet for you. You're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and into this stitch you're going to put 3 treble crochets. It's 1, 2 and 3. You're going to chain 1 now, and then around that last post of that fan you're going to do a double crochet. So around this last one you're going to put a half treble crochet. So put your yarn over and in through that stitch, pull up, yarn over and come through all your loops. Then you're going to put a treble crochet in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. You're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and do a double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in there you're going to do that side saddle fan. So you're going to put 3 treble crochets, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and then around that last post of that fan you're going to do a double crochet, a half treble crochet. So you've got 3 loops, yarn over and through the 3 loops, and then a treble crochet, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. You're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and do a double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and do that side saddle fan again. So skip 2, then you're going to put 3 treble crochets in, 1, 2 onto the same stitch, and 3, chain 1, and around that post you're going to put a double crochet, a half treble crochet, that's through the 3 loops, and a treble crochet, a normal treble crochet, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. Skip 2 and double crochet. Skip 2 and do that side saddle fan. 3 treble crochets. That's double crochets if you're in the USA. That's 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, and around that post you're going to do a double crochet. That's a single if you're in the USA, a half treble crochet next, that's a half double crochet if you're in the USA. So yarn over around that last stitch of your trebles, yarn over through the 3 loops, and then a normal treble crochet all around that post. You're going to skip 2, a double crochet, then you're going to skip 2, into the last stitch you're going to put 4 treble crochets, yarn over and into that last stitch put 4 treble crochets, push that through that stitch. So that's 1, 2, where's my stitch going? 3 and 4 into that last stitch, squeeze them into that last stitch. Now we're going to do row 2. Now the pattern is row 2 and row 3 you'll keep repeating. So we're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now down into that double crochet down there, we're going to do that side saddle fan down into here. So you're going to put 3 treble crochets down into that double crochet. That's 1, 2 and 3. Now you'll chain 1 and around that post of that fan that you've just done, do a double crochet, a half treble crochet, so you're going through the 3 loops, and then a treble crochet, through 2 loops, yarn over and through 2 loops. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do a double crochet into the double crochet that's in the top of this cluster, just up here, just the very top up here, do a double crochet. You're going to move between these 2 clusters down here and you're going to do that side saddle fan. Now it looks a little jumbled, but it won't be once you get a bigger amount done. So down into this double crochet, put your 3 treble crochets, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and around the post do a double crochet, a half treble, so that's yarn over around that stitch and pull through the 3 loops, and a treble crochet, just a normal treble crochet through 2 loops, through 2 loops into the top of this cluster where that chain 1 and double crochet is. Just go into the top there and do a double crochet. Skip that little bit and we're going down here and we're going to do that side saddle fan. It's a really pretty stitch. Make sure you go into the double crochet down there, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and then around the post, that 3rd one that you've just done, do a double crochet, a half treble crochet and a treble crochet. Do a double crochet into the top of this cluster here. The best way to find it is just push a hook through the top of that cluster and do a double crochet. down to this double crochet and do your side saddle fan. 1, 2, 3. So that's your fan done, and we're going to work on the side of the fan. That's why it's called a side saddle fan. Chain 1 and double crochet around that last stitch, right in the space and around the stitch. A half treble through the 3 loops, yarn over and do your treble crochet. And you're going to double crochet into the top of this cluster and down into your bottom, double crochet down here and do that side saddle fan. 3 treble crochets, now chain 1 and do the side saddle part on the side of that fan. So a double crochet, yarn over for your half treble, yarn over through your 3 loops to do your half treble, and yarn over and do a treble crochet, and into the top of this chain here, into this top stitch, do a double crochet. So that's row 2. That is your side saddles down in these double crochets and a double crochet up into the cluster, your side saddle stitch, and then you're doing a double crochet into the top of the cluster. So we're just going to repeat this. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Or basically row 2 and 3 are very, very similar. Now down into this stitch, so that chain of 3 counts as your first treble crochet. Now down here you're going to do 3 more treble crochets, so you've got 4 here all together. That's 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1. Now into this cluster you're going to put a double crochet here. So it's row 2 and this row is row 3 are the 2 you'll keep repeating, because one has like a half a fan on the end of it. So you'll rewind the video and you'll do row 2 and row 3 again. That's what you'll keep repeating. So here we are down at this double crochet down here. We're going to do that side saddle fan down here into this double crochet. So that's 3 treble crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, and on the side of the fan do that other little one. So a double crochet, a half treble crochet and a treble crochet. Now onto the top of that cluster there you're going to do your double crochet into that chain 1 that was there, the chain 1 and the double crochet. Now we're going down here and we're going to do the side saddle fan. So you'll do a side saddle fan down here, a double crochet up here on that cluster, your side saddle fan down here in this double crochet, and you'll do a double crochet up here on here, and down into the top of this chain here you're going to put 4 treble crochets at the end. 1, 2, 3 and to the stitch 4. So we're going to go back to row 2. So you're going to do row 2 and row 3. So I'll do both of those rows again for you. and these are the 2 rows that you'll rewind and keep repeating. So chain 1, turn your work, skip that fan and go to that double crochet there. You're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and down into there do that side saddle fan. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, and on the side of the fan do a double crochet, a half treble crochet and a treble crochet. Into the top of the cluster here, into the double crochet that's there, do a double crochet. You're going to skip these 2 stitches and then down into this double crochet do the fan. 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and on the side do your double crochet, your half treble crochet and your treble crochet. Over to the top of the cluster here, into the double crochet, you'll do another double crochet. Now, so we'll do the side saddle stitch all the way along. So into your double crochets, do your side saddle stitch, into the top of that little cluster, into that double crochet up here, you'll do a double crochet. Then you'll skip these 2 stitches, into your double crochet do your side saddle, then do a double crochet into the top of the cluster, side saddle down here in this double crochet, and you'll do a double crochet down into the top of that cluster. So I've done my last side saddle stitch, and in I've got my 3 treble crochets in my chain of 3. So into the top of the chain of 3 I'm going to do a double crochet. So now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that last row and this row are the 2 rows you'll keep repeating. So just rewind it to where I say this is row 2. So into that same stitch put 3 more treble crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1. Now over to the cluster you're going to do a double crochet. Now that's the difference of row 3 to row 2. Row 2 has 1 double crochet and then you start the side saddle. That row 3 starts with 3 chain and 3 treble crochet. Then you'll do a double crochet and then start the side saddle in the middle of your blanket. And this is what you get. Now when I was doing that little bit of a tutorial and I showed you how to do, it's row 2 and row 3 that you repeat, what I said was on one of the rows I did a chain 1, I forgot to do the double crochet in at the beginning. Now the only difference between, right in between the whole blanket, it is almost a 1 row repeat because you're doing that side saddle fan and then you double crochet onto the top of the side of that one underneath. Now at the end, all you're doing at the beginning and at the end of the row is row 2 starts with a chain 1 double crochet, then you'll go over into the middle and do your side saddle fan, and at the end you'll double crochet into your last fan here, chain 3 and turn, and when you turn, that's when you'll put those other 3 treble crochets into the stitch, into your double crochet here. That's the only difference in these rows. in between both rows it's the side saddle fan you're doing, and all you're doing at the beginning of one row is a chain 1 double crochet and then your fan, and your next row it's a chain 3 and 3 treble crochets in here, that first stitch, and then you'll start doing your side saddle fan. Now it does look complicated, but once you get in the hang of this, it is easy, and it's quick as well, because it's quite a big fan stitch. Now you don't use any much more yarn than you would normally doing a fan stitch, because you're skipping all these stitches here. You're skipping all these ones that are here as well, and you're just working into the side. You maybe only use an extra half a ball of yarn, and that's about it. It's a really pretty stitch. Now it's up to you if you finish just by doing a little set of fans, a chain 1, a double crochet and a little set of fans, or you can finish it just with that nice top, just with that side saddle stitch on the top of it. I like the bottom. I wouldn't do anything to the bottom. I like that little wavy bottom on it, but if you want, you can start with attach a yarn here and do a double crochet, then do the side saddle fan in here, do a double crochet up here, do your side saddle fan down there, a double crochet up here, all the way along, and that'll neaten up the bottom if you want the bottom to be knee. But look at this, it's such a pretty stitch. It looks very complicated, but it's not. Give it a try, and if you don't succeed at first, just keep re-watching the video. I'll turn it this way, and you can see that you're doing that little side saddle in there, a chain 1, a double crochet, a half treble and a treble. If you're in the USA, it's a chain 1, a single crochet, a half double crochet and a double crochet. It's the same stitches, we just call them different. And then you'll go over there, you'll do your double crochet or single crochet into the top, and you'll go down and do that side saddle, and then one row you'll finish with a double crochet, and your second row you're finishing with 4 treble crochets into the top of that double. That is the only difference, is this very end, and then when it's that way it's the beginning. You've got a double crochet on one row and your chain of 3 and 3 trebles on that row. That's the only difference. The rest of it is that side saddle stitch. Give it a try, get your hook, get your yarn and work along with the video, but just remember there's one row where I say chain 1 and then I don't tell you to do the double crochet, but you'll do the double crochet and then start your side saddle in there. That was my mistake, and it's going to take too long for me just to go back and erase that whole section just to say double crochet. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, click on that subscribe button, and if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.